Yes.
What is this feeling of winning?
Yeah, it's a lovely Sunday.
It's been a while.
Yeah, exactly. Sway's called it. He called it by 30 in the commentary beforehand. Yeah.
Apparently after the game he was like, those guys run around in the studio and stuff.
I'm sure.
It would be cool to go have like a braai with those guys during the game.
I always wonder if they do have a sneaker beer.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm sure they
half
do.
time, just after half time. Yeah.
I see Nas like with his shirt out and stuff.
Shirt untucked, eh? Sure.
No,
that's rebellious.
That's not allowed.
No, it was nice to see the Boks come back and do the thing, and it's kind of what we expect.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah. So we started very very well with Kirby Arends scoring. I think it was after 4 minutes or something.
Great try.
Very early on, very good try. Sort of a interesting finish because I thought he could have been tackled out and he just pulled his legs in and did a bit of a roll over.
Yeah.
And good finish.
He avoided the cover defense a little bit, which was excellent. He's got this instinct, when it comes to scoring. You know.
He scored 2 tries, eh?
Yes.
He was man of the match as well.
Yes, he was man of the match. And then I got a bit worried because it seemed very easy for Italy to score their try.
Well, that
Khopotso.
You call him Khopotso. I call him Khopotso.
Yeah, good try by him. Good hands, good move.
He's their best player.
Yes, he's good.
Yeah.
And then number 8. I can't remember his name, but he's also outstanding. But he scored. Italy scored 2 genuinely
good
tries.
Try was also an amazing try.
Yeah. So I mean, they would have scored that against most teams.
Yeah, they got a New Zealand coach, Crowley.
They can't scrum though.
No.
They are. That's where they.
And funny enough, like traditionally, they're kind of like Argentina, aren't they? Like they like to scrum and that, but.
That's when they had what's his name who played over 100 Test matches. What is his name again?
The guy there with the long hair and the beard.
Yeah, I'll get his name down. It's because he was a machine.
Yeah.
But they were not good in the scrum, and they can't defend them all either.
Yeah, I think that was the difference between last week. Is that the Springboks are just more physical than Australia. Although you cannot read anything into results.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Because Australia could quite easily have beaten Ireland last night.
Wales beats Argentina. Argentina beats England. England draws against New Zealand. What is happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
Let's stick to this game, though.
Yeah, no, it was a nice tight. I never felt like we were going to lose. And then Cheslin Colby scored that try just after half time.
Before that, we sort of lost our way a little bit with Faf not kicking the penalty.
I was worried.
Faf not kicking the conversion, not kicking the penalty out. Frans Malherbe being trapped all on his own in the midfield, and I thought, okay, here we go. We're not doing the basics well. It was 13-8 after 21 minutes. Then we scored from a maul. Bongi and Bonambi scored a try, which was a little bit controversial.
Bongi telling the ref,
yeah,
you must ref both ways.
Ref both ways, while the ref is deciding whether to give the try or not.
Yeah.
Which I thought it took quite long to place it, but.
Well, yeah. So when the tackler rolled, then he placed it.
Yes.
I think that was the call. So the ref said, okay, when the tackler moved, he placed it.
But he's got to place it.
He's got to place it.
Backwards or forward doesn't make a difference.
No. What I'm saying is
he's got to place.
So let's say he's like this, and then the tackler blocks him, like tackles him, right?
Yeah.
And they go to ground like this. Then there's a lull, and then the tackler moves. He's allowed to place it after the tackler moves.
Well, apparently so.
I think it's discretion of it's the discretion of the ref. For me personally, as well, not referee at that level, of course. If it takes too long, then I say it's a double movement.
Yeah.
And that there was quite a long pause before he placed it, but it's the discretion of the ref, and it was given. Maybe it had a little bit to do with last week, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and then there was definitely an attempt to keep the ball in hand, and under advantage to keep the ball in hand for longer, to run it even from our own 22.
I still think Faf is not very good in that moment.
No.
When we get the advantage, he almost always
Kicks.
snuffs it.
Yeah.
Like he either does something ridiculous or kicks it. I think Faf needs to be trained properly on how to make use of that advantage.
Yes.
You know, it's very frustrating.
Starlender also did a ridiculous kick at one stage. I don't even think it was under advantage.
No, Delenda did a few of these stupid little chip kicks.
He shouldn't have that much space. He shouldn't be in a position where he has
don't give
time
him
to do those kicks. He's better at inside centre.
I don't think it worked, the experiment with him at 13.
No.
But it's specialist, isn't it?
It is.
Why are we playing him there? It's
Even Swayze, he's like a 13 is very specialist.
Yeah.
And I must say I agree with that.
And then the Colby try made it 23-16 early on in the second half.
And then we scored almost immediately after that.
Yeah. Was it in the second half? Might have been in
Second half.
Yeah, second half. Yeah. Because it was 18-13.
I feel like Colby's try sort of galvanized us into...
Yeah. They said that was sort of the change. That was the shift.
Yeah.
Because then we pulled, then it doesn't matter what they did, we just kept putting further and further away, and then the floodgates opened.
Yeah. Yeah, then Arendse scored a try from a great build up. No, that wasn't an Arendse try. Yeah, it was. It was Arendse's second try. Yeah, from a great build up. And then by then Lubbock was on the field because Colby went off for a hamstring. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Hopefully he can play on Saturday.
Didn't look too serious to me. I actually initially thought it was cramp.
Yeah. And Lubbock made a great statement by kicking a conversion over from right in the corner.
Yeah.
Immediately, I was surprised by how calm he was in such a big occasion. We know he has quality, he's talented, but a lot of Test rugby has a lot to do with temperament. And obviously, it was a game for him where he wasn't under that much pressure. When he came on, we sort of started dominating the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's not good. That is not a true test for him.
No.
I'm not knocking the guy. I think when he came on, he made it was almost completely obvious to see. It shows you how obvious it is that you should have a specialist flyer in your team, you know.
His passing was unbelievable.
Yeah, Willemse is not a fly off. I've said it from the beginning.
And
I don't think they need to find a spot for him in the starting 15.
Yeah.
But he's going to be a proper asset on the bench.
Well, we will see against England what they're going to do. So then we saw some very nice variation where you, instead of mauling, the guy who comes down with the ball pops it to Khaleesi, and he comes round, and Kwagga, yes, he's like the ultimate impact player. Eh?
Yeah, I know. Kwagga's on top
when
form.
he comes on.
Well, with Jasper going back to his club, I'm assuming Kwagga's going to start then on Saturday.
There's a lot of that happening now for this England game. Which
is that also coming into, because we're playing outside the international window?
So we're gonna maybe that was always in the thinking with the SA team and a bunch of things.
Yeah, Koch is going back.
To me, Visa just proves every game why he's our number 1 and number 8.
Yeah.
Rest to me, just keep him at the Stormers.
Yeah.
Please, we don't want him.
He did one or two good things. He had a hand in the steal by Marx, which I think was Marx's steal mainly. He got over the advantage line a couple of times, but I don't think the guys who say that he should be like he's going to be one of the all-time greats and stuff.
My reaction is not to him as a person. My reaction is to his fans and the people that back him so much. Guys, watch every team properly, and you'll know that guy is probably your 4th in line at number 8 at the moment. You know.
Yeah, and then the Springboks just put the hammer down, and Italy started knocking on balls and all sorts of like a team under pressure. And then straight from a maul, it was good to see a maul try by Marx. That made it 42-21 after a great Italy try. Yes, like they ran like it was like a 70-meter try. They finished so well. So I'm happy for them. They're showing a lot of potential. But this was just, I think they were just overpowered.
Well, we would just put them in to put 60 points on a team, on an international team, is quite a big deal there.
Yeah, I know.
And in the end, I mean, think about it. We scored 7 tries in the second half alone.
Yeah.
So you take positives out of the game, you know. But there's a few things to me to learn. Maybe start Lubbock.
I think they should start.
Maybe start Libbok. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Colby. A couple of guys are going to be outside. I can't really make any
What
team
do you do with
announcements
Willem?
now.
Willem did well on the wing.
Willem says he's perfect on the bench. If you're going to go 6'2", for
Yeah,
example,
he's front
imagine
stay.
having him on the bench.
France
He can cover everything.
I think I would even say I would even give him a go at outside centre if you look at what he did.
I wouldn't mess with the outsides. I'd bring Creel back in.
No.
Creel's comfortable at outside now. Willem said to me, put him on the bench, let him come on and create an impact later in the game.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just remember, Libbok missed 2 kicks, eh? He got 1 out of 3.
Yeah, he missed kicks.
Yeah. But the last conversion was a very difficult one again, and he made that one as well. So he did miss kicks.
Okay, so he missed 2 out of 4 then.
I didn't think the last one was that difficult.
It was right in the corner.
His first kick he put over
there
from
was
the
one,
sideline.
There was one on the right-hand side.
Kick from the sideline. What's
That's a
that?
gymno gene, I bet
Yeah, it's the African Harrier Hawk.
Yeah.
No.
You know, if Libbok to me needs to do
Kaiser.
3 out of 4 kicks against
Yeah.
a team like England away or something. But I still support him at fly-off because he's a fly-off.
Yeah.
His pass for the last try, for Reinach's try, that pass that was like, yes, an absolute bullet to Arendse. Was it to Arendse? But whoever.
That long
Arendse
pass.
made the break and then
Yes.
passed it to Kobus Reinach.
Yeah, if that pass was intercepted, I think we would have been having a different conversation.
No, we would have.
It was close, but it was a brilliant pass. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
Look, that's the thing he does. Because I felt, personally, watching the game, I felt Willie was actually the fly-off.
Yes.
It looked like Willie was playing like first receiver almost all the time.
Yeah,
And creating
unfortunately,
the space.
and that's how the season started as well. As soon as he came on against Wales in the first test, suddenly we looked like we could score tries and that sort of thing.
Can you count on Willie to make that last tackle before a try? No.
Probably not.
No.
But he'll make the
definitely
last
not.
pass.
But everything
definitely,
else is great.
Like we talk so much about players who have scored. Arendse scored 6 tries in 6 games. I wonder how many try assists has Willie had in his career.
Yes, yeah.
Eh?
Many.
Many. He's so valuable.
I mean, just yesterday, I mean, how many was it? It was like 3?
Yeah, out of the 9 tries, he must have had. He had a hand in almost everyone, but he made the last pass for probably about 3 of them.
Yes, doesn't it feel good when you see guys like Ibn Etzebeth coming on?
Yes,
And
it makes a massive impact.
like Marks and those guys. Then I feel bad for the other guys.
Yeah.
The team against us.
I feel sorry for Ori. He didn't.
He had a bit of an iffy game, eh?
Yeah, the first half didn't look great.
Losing the ball.
He was just solid though, eh?
I didn't think so. I thought
Gave away a bad penalty.
lost the ball once or twice and didn't. Did he take all of his lineouts?
No.
I don't think
I'd
so.
like to see Murat get more of a run. Because I think he's got
I
potential.
like Murat. I
Yeah.
prefer him over Ori, definitely.
But there was no other option with suspensions, and
Achilles
Ibn needs a
Snyman,
rest every
Except
now
for
and then.
Nortje.
Yeah, but in the actual group. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's in my group. It's on my team sheet.
Yeah, and then I have to say that I thought Matthew Carley was really good. He refereed well. So I was happy with him because it's obviously been in the news so much. I think in general, except for anyone with a French surname, the refs were good.
And just for you guys, I know you're going to say we're saying that because we won that game by 63 points. I'm anticipating that comment.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're welcome to make it.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers.